Little fact for you before I do this poem. Apparently, each cow farts and burps the same amount of greenhouse gases every day, equivalent to a car travelling 17 miles. And I don't know if somebody's tried to do it. I think somebody may have actually tried to look into a technology which makes cows fart less, which is just beyond the scale of ridiculousness. So, in that vein, I was asked to write a piece for the campaign for real farming for their conference, the Oxford Real Farm conference. And what I tried to do is weave together farming and food and agriculture and climate change into one big thing. This is an extract from that. Somebody mentioned that she thought that, what was your name again?
Tessa.
Tessa thinks that she's found out that the NFU, National Farmers Union, has shares in Monsanto. If that's true, that's just, again, just defies anything you could possibly satire, really, isn't it? So here's a poem. It's called. It's an extract from a poem which you can see in my stage show. I'm a raging capitalist. Here's my plug. My stage show, Temp versus Climate Change, in which I single-handedly defeat the menace of climate change using only my mouth. And it could be the most conceited thing that anybody has ever done. A middle-class white guy standing on stage telling you that climate change is bad. It's got to that point. So it's a multimedia thing. It's got animation. It's got video production, stand-up, and performance poetry. And you can see that in May. If you want to find out about that, give me your email address. I'll send you the details of it. And you can come along. It'd be great to have you there. So this is a poem. It's called Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And it goes like this. Welcome to Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is a customer announcement. At Texas Chainsaw Massacre, we've got great offers to add value to your lives. Like these knockdown dietary health problem products. You buy one, you get one free. Pay half price for these mutagenically sterilised petroleum shakes. Or these carcinogenetically modified infant formulas. Or how about these industrial engineered poultry rumps, pumped with hormones and antibiotics and all the toxins you need to decrease your own fertility. Simply irresistible. At Texas Chainsaw Massacre, we're giving 1 pence in every pound spent on these New Zealand apples to our chosen charity, Dinghy Boats for Polar Bears. Buy a bar of this decadent palm oil chocolate and we'll send a get well soon card to an orangutan. At Texas Chainsaw Massacre, we're simply doling out the discounts on these Central American fruit fandangos, 100% free of environmental regulation and with no added labour laws. It's bog off on evicted Andean farmers. And if you can still stomach any more, we've knocked 1/3 off plantation worker wages. We go further in ensuring the right price, which is why we employ teams of paramilitary death squads to make sure that our range is as low as it goes. You shop, they drop. That's our Texas Chainsaw Massacre guarantee. Our prices will not be beaten. Our workers will. Our prices will not be beaten. Our prices will not be beaten. So we're digging our graves with our own knives and forks. If we follow the roots of this beanstalk superstructure, they lead back to Saudi Arabia. So there's oil in the soil, there's oil in the air, and waiter, there's oil in the soup. We are harvesting 300 million years of fossilised organic gloop. Unborn generations will cook in our residual heat. So while we're running up this nature deficit of an economy run on ecological debt, we are taking our share of non-existent spare planets. If we all consume like Britain, we'd need 3 Pachamama's. So my choices of food are connecting me daily with the worldwide economic system, and this system, not scarcity, is creating hunger for millions. But there's a worldwide movement that's growing like bindweed through the rotting flower bed of industrial greed, through the hardened ground of this corporate winter. There's an unexpected item in the bagging area, cultivated Cuban allotment plots, landless peasants of the Amazon basin, rooftop gardens of Colombian slums, millions and millions of Indian peasantry seizing back land and with it democracy. No WTO, no GMO, no to Monsanto and biotechnology, unlicensed restaurants of New York City, clandestine markets of central Italy. This is biopiracy in the right direction. Counterinsurgency seeds breed from the plottings of guerrilla gardeners that seek to weave a green mosaic into the fabric of this concrete metropolis whose pockets of growth seized and squatted turn towns into edible landscapes, This processed food for thought's got us thinking globally, and so we start to eat locally. We will be free range again, not battery humans, but locavores. Muck workers of the world unite. We have nothing to lose but our chain stores. What's underground will come to fruition if we water the seeds of our own ambition. The people's supermarkets, food banks, soup kitchens, fertile soil for urban employment. Muck workers of the world unite. We have nothing to lose but our chain stores. The revolution will not be microwaved, freeze-dried, shrink-wrapped, packaged in plastic packaging. Welcome to free-range Britain, checking out of conveyor belt treadmill consumption, because eating is an ecological action, and that makes my plate political. So I'll eat the change that I wish to see, one meal at a time. Thank you.